Hey Team Illinois, my name is Jamie Navarro, and I'm extremely excited to introduce to you, talk about the IDCAG Hispanic Cohort Initiative. The purpose of this cohort is to learn, to be inspired, to fulfill the Great Commission, the command and the mission of making disciples and also duplicating. It is my desire and the desire of our district to provide an environment of culture, counsel, and connection through Christ-like fellowship. In 1950, there was a statistic that said 1 in every 50 individuals in this country was Hispanic. By the year 2050, that number will jump to 1 in every 3 individuals in this country will be Hispanic. That information and exponential growth alone is enough reason to be prepared to welcome, develop, and disciple our Hispanic population, adherents, churches, and pastors right now, but for the future. Our efforts to achieve and accomplish this is by first to compile resources we can provide to our current Illinois AG ministers by the way of leadership development, encouraging spiritual development through our in-person and online Illinois School of Ministry courses, also through conferences and in-person gatherings on specific relevant topics that empower and embolden growth. Through our monthly Zoom gatherings where we invite influential Hispanic leaders from across the nation to engage and pour into our hungry pastors and leaders. And these gatherings are providing teachings from guest speakers, informative presentation times of sharing and also praying. Also the development of leaders into future pastors through the IDCAG credentialing process. The second tier is to develop a plan to expand our reach to Hispanic ministers, non-denominational Pentecostal pastors, and churches who are not yet part of a fellowship, with the focus of empowering them as well with similar resources, with the ultimate goal of reminding them that they are not alone and that certainly they are not forgotten, and to find ways to reinforce their calling and bring them into that like-minded fellowship with fellow AG ministers and churches. This is a clear vision from our superintendent, Pastor Phil Schneider, to see our existing Hispanic ministers as well as those non-denominational pastors come into like-minded fellowship through these educational presentations and these practical ministry supports. I will be assisting the IDCAG to create these spaces and these places for our Hispanic ministers to find fellowship and also to find culture. There are two things that I want you to know are dear to my heart in this process. The first one is that God gets the glory for this, and He will be glorified through this unity. But the second thing is that Pastor Phil's vision is brought to fruition. So what can you do? You're asking, how can I participate? How can I get involved? First of all, I would love to meet you. I would love to hear your story. I would love to pray and have heartfelt conversations to see how this works for you, how it works for your pastor, how it works maybe for your local church, or someone that you know maybe needs this type of support. Whether you are one of our Illinois AG Hispanic ministers or not, this is for you. Because maybe you're looking to better minister to your Hispanic population, or your Hispanic ministers, or your Hispanic members. Or maybe you're thinking about starting a Spanish service, and you're interested in learning the details and the somewhat intricacies of leaning into that growing population in your community. So to you, I say, I would love to strategize. I would love to dream and partner with you in going after this group that we can call God's people. And this is the heartbeat of God. And so therefore, it should be the heartbeat of the local church. So we look forward to what God is going to do and how He will use this cohort to assist you and those in need of this initiative. I'm looking forward to meeting you, and I'm looking forward to what God is going to do. God bless you.